Alright, so in this replay that I was sent from LuckExtreme, we're playing against Feufo. I probably butchered that. So these are two very strong players. They're known names in the GoToFormat.com Discord. And Feufo, before the Duel ranked ladder was a thing, I think was number one in the GoToFormat.com Discord ladder, which was a very competitive ladder where you didn't really get free wins that often, from my understanding, such as you do on the dueling book ladder, where the skill gap between the best players and the weaker players is much larger. Luck Extreme, though, has definitely shown that they're very capable of beating stronger players, but also beating weaker players with a very high accuracy. They're not ones who will give away wins due to luck, but they pretty much win almost every time. So going to be fun to see what happens here. We have an XL Force in our hand, so it looks like we might be playing warriors. But there's a Dekoichi. But flips have been seen in warrior lists more and more recently. I'm not sure who to credit that to. Maybe AGT BLS. Um, so here we just set the Dekoichi, and I would opt against setting the Mirror Force. Decides to go for the Graceful. Sure. I guess that confirms that we're playing warriors. So here, this is so tricky. I guess I'm not too fond of XL Force and Heavy Storm, but you could go in a lot of different directions here. Yeah, like Extreme agrees. So here we set the Koichi, and I would be tempted to just pass, but you could also set 4. This is set 2. Sure. I don't think we flip the Solemn. Let's go with the Breaker, yeah, because Rota gets a light and Van Bilas is light, so that makes sense. Yeah, so this didn't work out very well. It was unfortunate because we couldn't play around both of these cards, because even if we set 4, we would be left with 2 cards in hand. And the only way to play around Heavystone would be to set 1, but then we run into breakers, so that's why I wanted to set 0. Now if there's a breaker, we just lose, I think. Okay, so double Thunder Dragon in hand. Flip the Koichi. Never mind. So shuffle our hand, play Rota, grab a Blade Knight, and swing. You might be tempted to go for Donsalug here, but we need a light, and Donsalug is quite unlikely to connect, to be honest. Sets before attacking to grow the Blade Knight. There's the ring, and we play from here. So do we drop the BLS here? I think not. So if Feufo were to summon something and attack, we're pretty much priced in to use our battle traps because we can't really afford to take the damage. So what that would mean is that there won't ever really be a target for Blackluster Soldier if Feufo were playing some sort of warrior strategy. However, we're playing some Chaos deck, Chaos Turbo, Chaos Control, one of those, and those decks will often set monsters. So here I think we'll go on to the BLS. Like Extreme disagrees, and they connect. Nice. And I think that was a top deck snatch. So here we are priced in to use the Secret Armor. Yep. Yeah, set the judgment. Attempt to mirror force. Yep, set. This has judgment to graceful. I mean, that's fair, because we're holding on to Thunder Dragon. Yeah, I think this is a good play. I agree. We judgment back. Yeah, now we're in trouble. Discards Chaos Sorcerer. That can't be a good sign. Yeah. Flip the Sacrets. Yeah, summon attack. This is still anyone's game at this point. Attack. Set. You could snatch there, but that's just playing to lose. We have already used our graceful. We could be running Tribe in this deck. If we are running Tribe, we hold on to the Duo. If we're not running Tribe, I think we just set it. Try to trade it off for anything. So, Air James or LuckExtreme is forced to book the spy not to die. Quite awful. And that's the game. So we snatch the spy and we switch it and we pray. Kaiku. Do we run over the set or the spy? I guess the spy, because if the set is something like a Sangan, we're helping them out. Yep. Um, yeah, I think this is an intelligent play from Luck Extreme, predicting the Knight Assailant. Yeah, sure. Summon Kaika pass. Set the Typhoon and pass. Sets the duo as well. I wonder why we do that right now. Maybe to protect the MST from an opposing MST. So to make it a 50-50. So I think we just attack the set monster with Kaiku. They agree. Grabs a fave. Do we summon the Blade Knight? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, run over the fave. Decides against it. So this is telling Feufo that if we want to flip the fave, we're going to have it in attack mode. But that also means that it can later be booked. However, Feufo has already used double book, and if we pick up a book with the fave, then that's whatever. We're going to go for Graceful Heavy Storm Snatch. So I think this might be fine. Flip the Koichi. Um, Set the Torrential and pass, I guess. There we go. Target Storm, change the Torrential. Yeah, this is going to be game. Alright. I was told by LuckExtreme that they didn't think they played well in game one, but I didn't see anything wrong, so would be cool to hear from them. So set the Koichi pass. Sets mystical space stuff behind it. I think that's a bit unnecessary. So do we pop something here? Yeah, I think so. Right, flip the Koichi. And here we see LuckExtreme running Magic Drain, which was also run by Dilicious in the Obelisk top 8 yesterday. That's a cool new tech. I don't think we use the Heavy Storm, I think we just play the Swordsman and pray, but I could be wrong. Yeah, no, I think that's the line. Disagrees. Yep, that's fair. And here I think we set free. Yep, yep, cool, nice. So here we just summon the War Lady and crash with the Chaos Sorcerer, and then the Koichi will attempt to run over the set. There is the option to go for setting the Faith and playing with slow, but I don't think that's any better. Could also rota for Exile 4 or some Mystic Sorcerer level 2, but I don't think that's any better either. Pass. That's a great top deck. So we summon that. Oh, we decided against it. Okay, LuckExtreme, playing it patient. I don't mind. This could be better. That's also a good top deck. So I think we lead by flipping the Faith. Yeah, and I think we target uh, Typhoon. Yeah. Now I want to summon Sasuke. Decides to go for the Typhoon first. Sure. Summon Sasuke. It doesn't matter when you nobleman. Run over one of the spies. And I think we keep the Decoration attack mode. Tribute summons Thunder Dragon. So we're deciding to trade the Thunder Dragon in their hand for the Dekoichi, which makes sense. I think we let this through. So we could use Rota for a Don Salug here to pick off the remaining Thunder Dragon. But I would just play it slow, switch the Magician, attack with Sasuke. Okay. So I don't think we Snatch and I don't think we Rota. So I think we just pass. And the Snatch is safe in our hand now. Decides to make use of the normal summon. In that case, what do we get? I guess Blade Knight? Yep. Okay, sure. Yeah, discard verse 2. Play pot. Play Kaiku. Take over the game. That was nice. I would fire off the Typhoon here. I would summon Kaiku, I think. Attempt to take control of the field. Disagrees. But what if that's an opposing to Koichi? Okay, I disagree. Flip the dust shoot immediately, I think. You could wait. You could actually wait. Decides to flip it immediately. I agree. 2 Deco, Graceful Charity, and a Duo. Wow. Rough. Decides to get rid of Faith rather than Kaiko. Kaiko is a better reactive card, and Faith doesn't really have much of a target. Decides to use the Graceful before flipping the Spy, which I think is a bit interesting. Both in attack mode. Yep, this is gonna hurt. Hmm. I guess we Graceful, but we don't really have anything we want to discard. But we really want that Heavy Storm, so I think we lead with Graceful. Yeah. Discard Duo and Kaiku. Decides to discard the Snatch. I think that's fair because the Kaiku are looking quite good here. So we summon one of the Kaikus, and I think we should attack into the Cypher Soldier. Alright, set pass. May play around the Mirror Force. This looks pretty bad. So summon Kaiku, run over the Spy. I think we have to flip the Judgment. So now I just pray. Alright, my bad. Of course we run over the Cypher Soldier. And Feufo is at a quite low life total here. Let's see if they dares to flip the Koichi. We top deck Nobleman, so we are going to use it. And I guess we use it on the new set because the last set did not appear to be Faith or a Knight Assailant. And here I think we can set the Didi War Lady. But first, I think Kaiku maybe should run over the set monster. However, that is quite awkward if it is a Sangan. And there aren't that many other alternatives. Because I don't think it's obvious to LuckExtreme that Feufo wouldn't flip the Dekoichi to try and find lethal. So, not completely obvious to me whether you attack or not. decides against it. Now we flip the Dekoichi. Let's see what changed their mind. Maybe nothing at all. Yep. Hmm. So I think we just attempt to run over the Dekoichi with the Kaiku. If that's a battle trap, specifically Mirror Force, then that's too bad. And I think we just pass. Decides to banish the Cypher Soldier rather than the Dekoichi. I think that's a mistake. I mean, the Cypher Soldier could become a problem if Feufo is running revivals, but I doubt that they are. Also, we're running Night Assailant, which is pretty good with flip monsters. In addition to that, I mean, it's a dark. Oh wait, sorry, my bad. We were running over the Dekoichi, so we can't banish it. Oops, my bad. This is interesting. They decided to run over the set. So they figured the set must be Dekoichi, Magician of Faith. But in my opinion, it could also be a Donsalug. So, not completely risk-free. I guess we might have a plan for this spy. Perhaps Thunder Dragon? I don't know. Yep. Run over the Thunder Dragon. There's the Mirror Force. Now we're in trouble because we have Chaos. Decided against flipping the Thunder Dragon to protect their life total, and now we're punished by the Mystic Swordsman level 2 top deck. I think we played it correctly well. So here, I think we just go for it. We're almost likely to just win the game here, because we have to have two cards that stop the Didi War Lady. So yeah, I think we just go for game. Yeah, flip the Judgment and pray. There we go, we win. Okay, nice. That was a good game. I think it was well played by LuckExtreme. And this is more my fashion of playing rather than many of the other Duel reviews. Just play the cards in a logical fashion and hope it works out. And that's what we did, and we got there. I think that was very nice. Thanks for the game, LuckExtreme, and thank you for watching if you made it through. And tell me what you think. Uh, were there any spots where you would have done something different? Were there any of my points that were wrong for some reason? I also miss things, just like the players miss things. So yeah, see you next time.